Currently we have the STZ and the STX 230, and we can cast a pretty wide net with those two models, the Z being kind of the straightaway and the X being the one that's a little bit more workable. But there's still like an opening for one more driver that we need, and that's the STG.
一つではないです。この綺麗な形、ヘッドの形、サウンド、コアテックチャンバーの機能、ファーストトラックによる重心位置の可変機構、この全てが高いレベルで融合した、そこが私が一番気に入っているところです。
It's a 440cc. When you look at it addressed, you're going to see that it's kind of like a modern player's pear shape, very beautiful, a little bit deeper face, sits dead square at address. When we're utilizing our fast track technology, which we've actually increased the length of the track, now they go all the way from the front where the CORTECH chamber is, all the way to the far rear of the sole plate here, so that gives us more ability to move weight around. So if we've got a player that doesn't fit nicely in the Z bucket or the X bucket, now we have a tool we can go to where we can really fine-tune the center of gravity and dial that player in. So the STG head is actually designed to be a low spin driver. But because it is adjustable in terms of center of gravity, it can be adjusted from low to mid-low. So this is really designed for, typically has higher head speed, could have like a level to negative angle of attack. We can get the spin down, no problem. If it's somebody who really doesn't have any low spin requirement, then we can put the weights in the back, and what that does is actually it increases the MOI of the head and brings the spin rates up into kind of more of a normal level. We've got several new technologies going on here. One is the new face material. It is forged, it is a beta-rich titanium. The name that we're giving it is Ti LFS, which is lighter, faster, stronger. We are seeing in our initial testing out there that we do get a little bit of a bump in terms of ball speed. And then CORTECH chamber, which it was featured in the 230 series, kind of a slimmed down version of it, but very much the same functionality. It has an inserted weight inside this transparent TPU. So we're able to place this stainless steel weight as far and forward as possible to actually just knock down the spin a little bit. The TPU portion itself allows that CORTECH chamber a little bit of flex to increase the core area and increase the ball speed, particularly once you're hitting it a little bit lower on the face. It's going to help keep those ball speeds up. And then the carbon crown has been expanded. And again, this is when you're talking about movable weight designs, any amount of discretionary weight can help. So you can see the carbon actually wraps around to the toe here, so we're able to save some weight there and also shift the center of gravity a little bit heel side. So when this is in a neutral configuration, meaning like a weight on the toe track and the heel track, it's going to be a very neutral setting. Like the ball's going to want to go straight, and from there you just figure out what you need. If you need less spin, you move the weights forward. If you need more spin, you move the weights back. You need more draw, you can put both weights on the heel track. You need more fade, you can put both weights on the toe track. So it's very versatile. It's very numbers driven, right? They're looking at their ball speed, they're looking at their spin rates, and first thing you gotta do is make sure that those are within ranges that are good. But then there's the more, I would say, aesthetic part of it, like how it looks at address, impact sound. By far and away, there was very well received in terms of what it looks like at address. Modern 440cc pear shape, a little bit deeper face. It just squares up to the ball so nicely to those guys' eyes. And then the impact sound, what our engineers have been able to achieve in terms of harmonic impact technology and strategically placing the sound ribs within the head so that you can have a solid impact sound. And not only that, you have a solid impact sound regardless of where the weights are located, because that's always a challenge when you're talking about these movable weight drivers, is making sure that you have a solid impact sound at every location.